Hey guys, welcome back to another video where I'm bringing you that cryptocurrency news. This video comes with my dog Baxter. But yeah, let's go over this news article from Blockworks. El Salvador's Volcano Bond could launch this week. The IMF remains skeptical of the country's audacious Bitcoin policies, but hey, that's pretty cool that this week we could get it. The so-called Volcano Bonds would be the first Bitcoin-backed bonds issued by the country. The International Monetary Fund has urged El Salvador to remove Bitcoin as legal tender, citing volatility and additional risk for the country's citizens. As El Salvador dives deeper into Bitcoin, the country's closely watched and controversial Volcano Bonds could launch as soon as Tuesday. Financial Minister Alejandro Zelaya told a local TV channel that between March 15th and March 20th is the right timing, adding that the country has the tools almost finished. But the international context will tell us. I didn't expect the war in Ukraine, Zelaya reported. Launching the Bitcoin bond, dubbed the Volcano Bond, after the mining operation's power source, the Conchuga volcano has become increasingly important due to the country's slim loan prospects and mounting debt. Natalie Marshik, head of the emerging markets of the sovereign research at Stifel Financial, said no details, regulatory framework, or prospectus has been issued regarding the bonds. Marshik pointed out, making it difficult to predict demand for the offering. These bonds started as a sovereign bond, Marshik said. Now it is a scrutinized, securitized, what are they trying to say here? I'm going to say scrutinized corporate bond, which raises the question of success. A loan from the International Monetary Fund, the IMF, which has urged El Salvador to remove Bitcoin status as legal tender, is unlikely, according to Marshik. Odds of an IMF loan are nil, she said. El Salvador's officials are going around saying they have a pension reform pending and they will get a $590 million bond from the pension system. Bitcoin poses significant risks to the financial stability and consumer protection, IMF executive director said in January in a statement about El Salvador's financial health. Directors stressed that there are large risks associated with the use of Bitcoin. The statement said that they urged the authorities to narrow the scope of the Bitcoin law by removing Bitcoin's legal tender status. The IMF expected El Salvador's fiscal deficit to reach 5.75% of gross domestic products in 2021 and about 5% of GDP in 2022. Public debt is also anticipated to rise about 96% in 2026. Given the circumstances, the IMF estimates El Salvador is on the unsustainable path. IMF forecasts a primary balance for 2022, yet says the debt is unsustainable under current policies. Marshik said El Salvador needs a 3% of GDP adjustment to get the debt at sustainable levels. But for persistence, fiscal deficits and high debt services are leading to a large and increasing financial needs. The IMF reports that El Salvador has been $800 million bond maturing in January 2023 and in July 2021. Ratings agency Moody's downgraded the country's debt rating to CAA1, putting it at risk of default. So, yeah. The rest of the world doesn't like how El Salvador made Bitcoin legal tender first, and they're still trying to say the same thing. It's like, oh, you guys shouldn't have done that. But hey, we saw Switzerland start doing that, or you can pay with USDT taxes, and they're making the currency of Bitcoin legal as well. And then there's a bunch of other South American countries as well getting on board with it. But it's like, yeah, it poses a threat to their financial system. They're worried. They're going to try whatever they can to say, no, this is bad. You're going to hurt your citizen. You're going to hurt your people. If anything, El Salvador is doing great. They just opened up their Chivo Veterinarian Hospital, which was funded by Bitcoin. And now if you ever need to take your pet to the hospital, it's only going to cost you 25 cents in Bitcoin for the entire visit. So I think El Salvador is doing great things, and this is just the governments around the world saying, don't do it, don't do it. Like, you guys are bad. This is going to be horrible in the long run, but they're doing great things, and their country is getting a lot better since they started doing this. So exciting time to see where this is all going to head out. And yep, I just look forward to seeing more and more stuff come from El Salvador. Like, they were the first ones on board with it, and you know what the saying is, like, if you're first, everyone else is going to be left behind, but you have a better play and better chance of getting it started because you're doing it now. So yeah, great article, people. If you thought so too, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, the Crypto Sherpa and Baxter are out.